Ho ho ho! We have Christmas. And also on Christmas there's a cup of the day. Now it's not completely clear if I can play the whole thing. My father wrote something like we make a video call at 7:30. Which is of course annoying, I need like 15 minutes more. And that would suit me better. But if he doesn't plan anything before, then at least I can try to get into Div1 so that we have like a video from it. I played the map in offline a bit. I kinda expected that this map will be the map today. Because they uploaded on YouTube the Mania Exchange video from the Advent Calendar project. And it was this map. And I saw it was a tech map and I was like, yep, that looks absolutely cup of the day viable. I'm very sure that this is the map that I will take. That was quite obvious at that point. It's gonna be this tech map here. And my idea was still, because I couldn't be 100% sure, I went into a local play. And thought, okay, at 7 PM I opened the map. Usually you should be able to play the map earlier there, in offline, than on the server. Then on the server you always have to wait like extra 30 seconds before you can start driving. But what happened when I was offline is that it wanted to load the mod and Trackmania came up with these super slow mod loadings again. And it actually, I aborted it at some point. I waited 2 minutes and then I gave up on it. Because I just wanted to quickly see what map it is, you know? Like if it was an ice map, for example, I would probably say, okay, then I don't play at all. If it was a rally car map, I would have made more pressure. Say, come on, let's do it 45, the video call. With tech it is like, I just asked if it's not possible, but if it's not possible to wait 15 more minutes, then so be it. But yeah, it took me quite a long time, sadly, to open everything. Finally drive the map, but I drove it a bit offline before I went live with the stream. But I already remembered some corners. Okay, sometime of course I lost by writing to my father the message. We can wait 15 more minutes. So, but enough yapping. So far I'm not safe in Div1. So I have to focus a bit more now. I mean, I'm missing 1.7 seconds to the AT. It's obvious that I missed something. That's a normal tech map. I have seen the video, of course. There was nothing too special with the Lions. Getting a good angle for this turn here is difficult. And here I'm still forgetting some corners. At the ending I need to train a little bit. Okay. like this. Okay, I've got lots more speed out of this. But there's also a limit, you cannot go for absolute max speed. Would I please finally remember this corner? Ah, that was stupid. Nah. Hmm. 404 left. It's time to get something in. You see at every turn I can gain. There we go. But this turn here is a bit strange to drive. Here, yeah, important to keep the gear, which I never did until this run here. So this is a decent run. Is that hopefully enough? Yeah, it is enough, most likely. Merry Christmas, check a test. Now, of course, an interesting question would be, what is the reason for all of these people that currently play this cup that they actually can play? Why are they able to play? Like for each one of them. Surely in some countries things are handled a bit differently, I assume. Maybe, also I know that there are countries where the 24th is not the day where you do stuff in the evening. But that is more like the 25th, where you do celebrations. Okay. If you don't know, for me the reason is usually my parents or my family, also my sister, were supposed to visit me. Basically they would have done the long travel from South Germany up to my place. I was working today, and the next 2 days I was supposed to have free from work. So I come home in the evening, they already arrive, and we celebrate Christmas, and we do something the next day also together. That was the original plan, but my mother got ill, was sick, which was the reason why they decided that they cannot get up here. And that means that I'm now alone over Christmas. So we will only do a video call later. And because of that, I also called my colleague now, like I said yesterday. I called my colleague and told him if he wants, he can have the next 2 days free, because I do not need them free anymore. Then he has more time with his family to do something. And he agreed. It was nice for him. So that means I work also the next 2 days. I already worked the last 2, also that's 4 work shifts in a row for me. But I mean, why not? No, because I am literally, like, if I have free the next days, I'm just sitting here alone. And cannot really use the fact that it's Christmas days. And he would sit at work and cannot use the chance to be at his family. So it makes, of course, much more sense that I'm then at work. And he takes over the 2 shifts that I would have had on the weekend, 27th and 28th. Which is, of course, completely fine to me. The thing is, he has done 4 shifts in a row, but it's also fine for him because he always needs to travel a bit further to work, as he has, I think, a second apartment then near the work, but he lives somewhere else, and for him it's always good to have longer, like, many shifts together. He wouldn't really like to just come to the work for 1 shift and then leave again, because then he has twice a very long way to drive. But if he has many shifts, then he has once this long way to drive, and after that he goes into the apartment that he has here until his last shift is over. Yeah. Also, as I said, I have no chance. What? I have no idea. My father didn't really answer yet. I have no idea if our video call will start now after the kappa, or if they just call me at half past. If then they call me at half past, but then I will just give up on the cup of the day. When you thought that it's maybe a free victory today, then look at the player names that are on the server. I can tell you it's not. And it was also not in the... Like, there was also another year where I played on the 24th. I think not last year, but maybe 2 years ago. I still remember how the map looked like. I got 8th or something in that kappa there. Was also having quite a lot of good players. I remember there were a lot of players from, how's this team called? No. There were some of the British guys in Jumbo. I think Jumbo. Many people were wearing that team tag back then in this Christmas kappa. So if they call me, I will of course keep streaming. I might make microphone off then. No, but I show you how it ends. Scrapie is playing as well. You really wonder with all of these people, no, what is their real life situation, especially with some of the Europeans where you would think that they celebrate on the 24th. What is their reason that they actually can sit in front of the computer? You would think they must live kinda alone, or the family just doesn't see it that strict. Something, I don't know. It might be very different from country to country, and also from family to family. CFW, thanks a lot for the 36-month sub. That is actually exactly 3 years. Was your first sub actually a Christmas gift back then? Must be, right? Thanks a lot. Do I live elsewhere because of work? Also yeah, I live here just because of the work. But my family also lives now at a place where we haven't lived when I started working here. Also, they completely moved to another part in Germany as well. And yeah, it's like, no. How much is the 700, 800 kilometers away from them? So the original plan was that they come to me, so they have the long travel, come to me, and then on the 26th they would have driven from my place to where we originally come from. Where still our grandmas are living. They would have gone there, and yeah. Now it's not even sure if they can do this. So they would now need to travel from where they live now to where they lived earlier. But that's also super far. It's also a super far distance. And also there, yeah, if my mother is not getting much healthier, then they might also not go to the grandmas. Because of course it's way too high risk to infect them with something. No? So we have to do things a bit different. And there was just a message coming in, so I have to check after I'm finishing here. Okay, also 1930. 1930 it is. I'm gonna give up then. So no cup of the day win today. It's a connected call with the grandma. I will keep the stream open so you can see the rest. I mean, right now it doesn't really look as if I would win this, but I'm also not super focused on it. Because I knew that I might not be able to play until the end. Even though this was a decent position here. I mean, actually the winning times here are only high point 3s. That's not even that far away from my seeding time. Let's see, how many minutes is it? 5 minutes. Let's see if within 5 minutes we actually get down into the top 32. Then I have my second trophy. Yeah, by the way, notice now in min playing, I also noticed someone else that I was very surprised to see. Did you look at the OK Boys plugin in the seeding? No, not Chroma, but Harry. There he is! In first red. We speak about him when he just goes out. Yeah, Harry. It's an okay boy. Full Speed Pro as well, like Roma. But Full Speed Pro from the old days was one of the very best. Like, that is so confusing. He didn't play a Cup of the Day the whole year, it feels like. And the one day he decides to play Kappa is on the 24th of December. As someone has to explain that to me. Also, only he can, but that's so strange, right? The one Cup of the Day that you actually participate in is the one on Christmas? But why? Now we have one more round. Yeah, before I mute myself and the phone call starts, now just saying again, the next 2 days I will be working as well. As I said earlier. But I will be home for Cup of the Day and there should be no phone calls. I think those evenings I have then just for myself. I assume. I don't know, maybe tomorrow other people are actually affected by Christmas that were able to play today. Okay, we made it into the trophies. Spammy is also playing. Huh? Like, you would think there are less streamers on the 24th, but it's not the case. So, it's my cars on, names on. I might end the stream. I don't know how long that call is going. I don't know if I come back this evening. So I don't know. Alright, then see ya guys. And have fun watching the rest here. Let's spectate. Who do we spectate? Just Scrapie, that's always in front. Fishlick, yeah, we played. Yeah.